Oh, that doesn't bode well. Haven't even started yet and I'm already getting high encoding warnings. God damn it, OBS. I have to switch to plan B. Mysterious background noises as I do stuff. Ugh. Is that you, Laura? Are you here? Oh, there are 4 people? What? What is this? Jeez, no pressure for this to work then. I'm already having to set up my... Hello, Exelda. Or... Starjar. I can never get that right, I'm sorry. I'm already having to set up my other computer just so I can... I feel like if I want to play along with the game as well, I'm going to have to prepare my other computer, so... Pardon me for, like, half a second while I go and find the charger for that. This is so professionally run, I know. I suppose I should explain for the benefit of anyone who's watching the archive of this stream after it's finished streaming. This should be the continuation of Sonic 4, but OBS kind of can't handle it, so until I can get that fixed, that stream LP is kind of gonna go on hold for a little bit. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna need to find my thing, charger, plug, cable, thing. Blah! I suppose in the intervening time I can bring up the other tab. Yeah, there we go. It's got the chat, it's got the stream instruction gameplay stuff. Pardon me while I find the thing. Where would I even put it? Bugger, where is it? Wait. Would it be in here? What's it doing down there? Oh no, I'm gonna have to unplug the kettle. Wonder how much this weird background noise is going to end up on TV tropes. Because usually when I say weird shit, that's where it ends up. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. So how is everyone doing, anyway? I would ask what day it is, but it's Wednesday, because I'm streaming. That is the sole determining factor in whether or not it's Wednesday. Ugh. Did I mention just how blatantly professional I'm being back here? All of this... Does this count as front-end stuff or rear-end stuff? Is the stream even functioning? Because it's gone down to yellow health, and nobody's saying anything, so I'm assuming everybody's dead, and or I can't be heard, or maybe everything is fine. Okay. Thanks for the... Okay, thank you. Thank you, Exelda. Thank you. Thank you infinitely. I would get going already, but I'm just waiting for my shit... I call it the shit book. It's a netbook that's really not very good, and I'm going to have to play using that, because... Oh, lozzy sausage poo-poo, apart from the technical difficulties, I am adequately good with my yum-yums. And I'm glad to hear it, on both accounts there. I don't know why it's showing some of the old chat in... punching the microphone, in the stream chat as well, but that's just something we're going to have to live with. Why does this shitbook take forever to load? Well, that's why it's the shitbook, I suppose. This is going to be fun. Is it even connected to the new internet here? Am I going to have to do some sort of weird finagling that I should have sorted out beforehand? Is finagle even a word? Back me up here. Oh, it connected straight away. What the balls? I could have sworn. Whatever. Now, is it going to freak out at the fact that I'm logged into the same Google Chrome account on 2 separate devices? Dear, oh dear. Also, I should probably explain how Quiplash works, because that's the thing I'll be playing once we actually get started here. The way it works is everyone gets sent 2 prompts, and you respond to them, and then everyone votes on who's the funniest. Oh no, wait, I do have to do some shiz over here. Yes, done it before. Why does the internet have to be so complicated? It certainly seems to be, he says in response to a thing in the chat. Fuggo, what was my password? See, I'm having to log into my local internet connecty account thing, and I don't remember what the password is, because I had to set this up when I got here in September, and I've not had to use it since, so if it's not one delay, it's another. I don't remember my password! Maximum professionalism. If I could cancel the stream at this point, I almost would. Now, is that... Oh, that's not good. Oh no, it's showing my Google. Steady on. Again, I apologise for how unprofessional all this is being. And it does not like having more than one tab of Google Chrome open for... Blech. I apologise about this, it's just I'd kind of like to play alongside my own game of thing, you know? Where would I even have saved this? Yeah, I know that feel. I've not got the stream chat on screen anymore, have I? And I'm getting high encoding warnings, so OBS is probably going to take a big fat shit all over the stream anyway. And all this because I can't remember how to log into the internet. I don't even remember which email address I used. I'm scaring away potential viewers. Frustration. This was supposed to be fun. I've been technically difficulting for like 10 minutes now. It'd be so convenient if it is this. It's not this email address, which means I could have to log out, but I can't log out of YouTube because it'll log me out of the stream. Ah! Why could I not do the thing? See, the worst part is, I could have Jackbox.tv open on this computer, but then that'll completely ruin the stream quality. Wait, hang on. What did that say? Oy. No, but I need to be logged into the actual internet supplier at this accommodation. I should just put the chat back on screen. I just cannot even at the moment. It's just the internet supplier at where I live requires you to log in to the internet, so that's the problem I'm having at the moment. I can't remember what email address I used, so... why can't you just give me internet? Why is this such a foreign concept? Why don't we just have free internet? Once again, I sincerely apologize about all this. Yeah, spread that hashtag. But of course, pop those honeys. Hey. I know, this is so interesting. I may have to download this stream, edit this shit out, and then put it back in when I archive this onto YouTube. Well, at least I'm not getting encoding warnings anymore, so for the moment, the stream quality isn't going to dip that badly, apart from the fact that I'm not actually streaming anything. Okay, I think I might be in now. And at this point, I we might not even be able to play if I don't have enough players. So that's an inconvenience. But I think, just now that Laura's decided to disappear, we may be in prime position to get started at last. We appear to be. So I'm just going to jump over to the game. I hope it's not too loud. Do let me know if it's too loud now that we actually have background music. And oh god, the frame rate. This is going to be bad. Hold on to your butts. I mean, at least it could still be played on the various, like, on whatever device you're playing along with. Because all the prompts and the questions and stuff come up on your device, so the frame rate doesn't matter too much. Now, is this too loud? Do let me know in the stream chat. Okay. I fully expect this... Oh, yeah, I'm definitely okay with that, Exelda, so you can do that if you want. As I said, frame rate might not be brilliant, but it doesn't matter too much, because for people playing, the prompts or whatever will come up on your device or your computer or whatever you're using to play, and so will the answers. So you don't really need to see the stream. It helps, and it will help the people watching at home, or well, watching after it's been... watching the stream once it's been archived. That's what I'm trying to say. So to reiterate, as it says on the screen actually, assuming you can see it, I don't know if you could actually see, yeah, it seems visible. Just go to jackbox.tv on whatever device you want to play with, enter the 4-letter room code, which in this case is SLGW, and then add a name, and then join the game, and then everything is yummity yesables. Also, Quiplash has really good music, so there's that too. Am I loud enough, by the way? I worry. And of course, we had a high encoding warning for a second there, but it seems to have gone. I don't expect this to go brilliantly, but the game itself will work. So... and yet it's claiming to not have dropped any frames. Perplexing. Yay! Lozzie has entered the game! Quite how she entered from the land of drinkdom, I don't know. That makes it sound like she's drunk. And now we wait for at least enough people, and... also, I don't know if it saved the setting, but I did set it earlier so that people can join at any point in the game, but they'll be added into the audience. And the audience can't submit answers, but they can vote on their favourites, and the audience votes do make an impact. Well, I mean, the frame rate's a bit shit, but we have enough people to do a first round if that's what it takes to attract people to join, so... Lozzie and Exeldikins, if I can call you that. Shall we do one demonstration-y round and people can join the audience if they see fit, and then if there are more people who want to join afterwards, they can do so? Does that sound good to you people? I'm aware that was a really shit way of describing what I intend to do here, but if we do one round with the intention of attracting people to join, and then other people can join thereafter, plus I suppose it'll serve to test the waters for just how viable this actually is as a stream. It'd be nice if Simon could join us as well, because I wouldn't say he's the god of Quiplash, he's more of the patron deity, which is the same thing. Well, whatever. Well, I shall give an extra couple of seconds in case the third person watching intends to join, and if not, then I shall hover over the button and click it, and we'll do one game to demonstrate to the lovely people how this game works, if indeed anyone else wishes to join. Wow, and yet OBS is claiming to have not dropped any frames. Oh, it's not dropping frames, it just really is going that slowly. Holy hell. This is kind of bad. Well, it's the game that counts and not the frame rate anyway.
Alright, it is time for a ride on the Quiplash wagon. Let's see who we got.
It really is running this slowly on my computer as well, it's not just the stream.
I had a dream that you were all together. Well, it was actually a nightmare, but let's get started.
I do love how sassy the commentary is in this game, so there's not much I can say over the top of it.
This is round one. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners bonuses at stake. Go!
He explained it better than I could, and it's easier to learn by playing. Well, I've put in my answers. Now I wait for the others, assuming they also haven't abandoned me, just like all hope and technological success and all of those things. And the frame rate doesn't seem so bad all of a sudden. I can only wonder just how horrible this is going to end up, both stream quality rise and in terms of the answers that we have.
Okay, here we go.
Game will be a bit shorter because there's only 3 of us. I'm so used to playing in 8-player
first
games.
prompt is,
So what have we got?
a blank a day keeps the doctor away.
Of course, there's only 3 players, there's only 1 person voting, so... Nice to know that we both went down the same route.
Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
I'm guessing the other person... I guess one of those is me and one of those is Laura, I'm guessing. Called it. Oh god, it's so painfully slow. And to reiterate, this isn't OBS dropping frames. The game really is running this slowly on my computer. I could make the game smaller, but that would reduce the quality even further, and it wouldn't really help the speed of it at all. Well, this is more of a test stream anyway. I will fight through and get to my usual 1 hour mark for this, and it will be painful and it will be glorious.
Something you'd be surprised to see a donkey do.
Both very valid responses.
Time.
And so I'm guessing this is myself versus Excelda, and Laura's voting. It's so predictable when there's only 3 players. Unless we have an audience people. Which we could do, if audience people join. Very true, although no one will get that reference. I can hardly wait. Laura, why? Why you no vote? That defeats the entire purpose of the game.
A business or service that shouldn't have a drive-through window.
Starbucks. I mean, holy shit. Why are there Starbucks okay. Both true,
Vote on your devices.
but in the spirit of love wins, I have to go with Ann Summers. And I'm the only person voting here. Although, it does beg the question, why do we have Victoria's Secret in this country as well? We have Ann Summers. Go away, Victoria's Secret. And Five Guys as well. No, we don't need you. You've got your country, we've got ours. Go away. I've spoken about this before. Hard to believe I've been streaming for nearly 25 minutes, and most of that was
Round
just
one
technological
is-
woes at the
Let's see
beginning.
the scores.
Is it like a 3-way tie or something? Or could be that. Yay, I have soft hands, apparently. Beautiful. If there was any risk of other people joining the stream, I think that just scared them away.
2 times as much as that silly round 1.
I swear I'm always the first person to submit all my answers in Quiplash. Like, in this, in Simon's stream, it's just whenever Quiplash happens, I'm always the first to answer. Don't know why that is. I think, with the speed at which the game is actually running, this probably will end up taking about the same amount of time as an 8-player game anyway, just purely by virtue of how slowly it's going. But it's
Okay,
entertaining,
time for
right?
some quiplashing.
So what have we got this time?
First up, A
We don't have
rejected
those in this
shape
country,
for
by the way.
marshmallow peeps.
Well, okay then.
Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Bringing out all of the class for this stream. Then again, this stream is kind of blech. I'm trying though, let the records show that I'm trying. I'm sorry, it's going so slowly, there's nothing I can do about it. Fruity Booty wins the day, apparently. I suppose that's true, but the prompt appears on the other tab anyway, so... You could look away from the stream.
The worst things to juggle.
But I suppose you're right, though.
Time to vote.
Two very different answers. See, now I've just got a mental image of someone juggling puppies, because having a pet is a big responsibility, just juggle the puppies. Could be worse, it could be that time that I was talking to Super Alex 641, I had the mental image of, if you have a puppy that is described as a pupper, then you could just pull its tail and then it explodes into confetti. Which I know is an awful thing to think, but it just sort of happened in my brain space.
And next, something that is probably on Nicolas Cage's to-do list.
Is it me? Am I on his to-do list? Now, I'm not a movie person. I get the bees reference, but I just like the well, I'm assuming that is the raw egg a reference to something, or is it just arbitrary for its own sake? Because if it's random for its own sake, then I could totally get behind that. But let the records show I get the bees reference, and on a different day I perhaps would have chosen it, but I just like the idea of a random raw egg. Why must my streams be cursed with insufferable slowness? Okay, then yes, I completely approve of the random raw egg. It'd be totally nice if Simon could join us, hint, hint, hint. As if me saying words into the stream is somehow going to summon him from the ether. Or wherever it is he exists.
And round 3, the last lash. Point values are tripled, and you'll all be answering the same prompt this time.
Now we all get one prompt, but we can vote 3 times. So, round 3 being all 3 and stuff.
The last lash prompt is something you should never try to heat in the microwave.
I went for the low-hanging fruit in more than one sense of the term. Oh, how I wish my computer would be good so that I can host this charismatically.
Here's what you did. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer or spread them out.
Those are all beautiful answers. Truly, truly, a battle for the ages between 3 perfectly valid answers for... Why am I trying to commentate this? It's Quiplash, it needs no introduction. Yay! Why do I get the feeling that everyone got 3 points? Yeah, everyone's got 3 points, haven't they? A perfect 3-way tie for the perfect 3-way question. For the perfect 3-way full stop. Steady on, Tess. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, especially if it's been microwaved. Because then it's warm fear. I don't know where I'm going with this thought. Vimez, hello! if I'm remembering correctly, weren't you in the stream like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't... I incorrectly determined the origin of your name or something. But in any case, hello. We'll be having another round straight after this, so we can continue playing. And you can join us if you so desire. And hopefully it only gets better from here, but no promises. Also, yes, Laura, congratulations on your boy-ass friend. If I go with new players, then it'll disconnect everyone who's currently connected, and then we'll reconnect with a different room code so that we can accommodate more players. How does that sound? Well, it doesn't matter how it sounds, I'm doing it anyway. So I'm just going to disappear for a moment so that I can definitely get into the room, because if I'm not hosting the game, then that would kind of be inconvenient. But we shall resume play in, like, half a second when I see what the next room code is. OBS, okay, would you mind getting out of the way, please? Okay, oh, you could pronounce that one. As you were. Now, there was a stream a couple of weeks ago that, well, Squillistipated was hosting it, but Attacking Toucans was essentially his stream, and he would have streamed it himself, but his Twitch account had been hacked, and he did the most trollish thing, because he was playing Quiplash with his thousands upon thousands of fans, and he'd hide the room code as well to make sure that he could get in first, and so his friends would be in, and then he'd have like 4 or 5 people from the audience to join him as well. And instead of showing the room code on screen, he'd put it in the stream chat. But he lied about the stream code, and the stream chat went bananas. Which, you would have had to have been there to truly experience how funny it was. It was aggravating and funny at the same time anyway. And so now we wait. In the vague hopes that someone joins us from Tumblr, or someone else just happens upon the stream and can tolerate the fact that it's running a little bit slowly. Which is a bit of an understatement, I confess. But at least this game has good music, so if it has to be slow, at least it's adequately entertaining while it slows. And Laura somehow ending up with the same icon twice in a row. And once again, I shall hang around for a little bit just in case anyone else wants to join in, because there's 4 people watching, and even if that does include me, then there's still one other person who could potentially join if they so desire. Is everyone having a good evening, by the way? Like, technological woes aside, is fun being had by all? I'd like to hope so. I mean, I did ask this at the start of the stream and everyone seemed content enough, so... Where? Just where? Oh, I've got an email. It's probably just Google Chrome notifying me that I'm logged in elsewhere. Also, my shitbook seems to think that it's still in Gibraltar, bearing in mind I haven't been to Gibraltar since 2014, I think? I've not been for at least 2 years and my shitbook still thinks it's there. And so, while I wait for anyone else who may or may not wish to join, I'm just going to check that email just to see what is being asked of me. Yes, Google, it's me, calm down. Talk to it like it's some sort of unruly animal. I just look up and I see the Adele reference, and I forgot the thing. Hello from the Google Chrome, indeed. You know what? I cannot be fucked logging into my emails right now. Very true. Very true. Well, apparently nobody else wishes to join, so we'll just resume. It's lovely how the audio is running at normal speed, but the game itself, and I reiterate, that's not frame drops, the game really is that bad at the moment. Like, it's just because my computer's handling the game and streaming it at the same time, and having Google Chrome open so I can actually see the stream as it's being strummed. See, the thing is, I could close Google Chrome and that would free up a fair amount of bandwidth, but then you wouldn't be able to see the chat in the stream. You see my problem. And of course, if you can't see the stream, the chat rather, I can't see the chat.
Hey, great job with those names. Hilarious. We are starting things off right.
Yay! That email's gonna bother me now. Well, I'll just deal with it after the stream.
This is round one. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
Well, at least this has good music, which, once again, I must ask, is it too loud? I hope it isn't. Is there a good balance between my commentary and the game? I worry. Things make me worry things and stuff. Ha! Ha! Oh! Yeah. And so it begins.
Let's take a look.
Yes, do
First
let's.
one. It never ends well when you mix blank and blank.
Good. Throwback Wednesday.
Okay, pick your favorite.
Although it is very true, it never ends well when you mix myself with myself. But I'm glad to hear audio's balancing nicely. Because I have had a couple of streams in the past that didn't work out all that well. Now we just have to hope that my parents don't watch this stream. Tee. I can't quite go as high as I used to. Yay, plagiarism. Anyway, next.
One.
I don't know who this
What
is.
Sam Elliott probably nicknames his mustache.
To be fair, in a 3-player game, it is easy to deduce.
It's voting time.
There's probably a really clever answer in there. Ah. Well, that completely changes things then, doesn't it, Hexagons? I keep worrying that the stream freezes when it goes quiet like that. Yep, I just got an achievement for that. I'll just screenshot that and save it for later. Yes, there is a Steam achievement for entering pork pants as a thing and winning the round with it. And there's no easier time to do that than in a 3-person thing, because then one person just has to... Yes. Yes, this is canon. It has been said, therefore it is canon.
Next. You know you're a spoiled brat when your treehouse has a blank.
The toilet. That is my response to that.
Time to vote.
Well, both are true, but I am very fond of the over-specific. And And that is probably a reference. But if not, then I applaud your continued randomness. And if so, then I applaud your references, I guess?
That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores.
Oh wow. Some serious makes and Sophie up in his house. Poor Laura.
On to round two, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say.
Well, congratulations then. Congratulations! Laura, you're welcome to finish the reference for me. I just answered both prompts with the same answer, because they both fit. There should be an achievement for that, but I highly doubt that there is. If anyone else wants to join, you can just go to jackbox.tv, put in the room code, join the audience, because audience votes do indeed make a difference. You can still achieve the step 3, even if you're not joining the game directly, because you are, but... You know what I mean. Potato. Potato chips, the best kind.
Starting things off.
Good. That is the best reason to be here.
The grossest thing you'd put in your mouth for $18.
Throw shade like it's sunny. Well, okay then.
Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Speaking of throwing shade... This implies that both of us have very low standards here. Shots fired. And to this day, we do not know what udrub means. Yes, we're here to kick names and take us, and we just ran out of names. What?
Something you should never put on an open wound.
Nothing's funnier than repetition, damn it.
Vote on your devices.
Also true. I just imagining, like that sounds like something from a Burger King advert. Or, I'm sorry, Bleepger King, because brands and stuff. I'm sorry, but it is true. You should really try not to fit Yukiola into an open wound. If by some slim chance he is watching, then I slightly apologize, but I did it for the lols. But yes, excite all the molecules, for that only improves the flavor. Unless it's something that's not meant to be microwaved. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've put for this one. Ha! Oh, those are both... I want to go with the right option, but I'm gonna... In a sense, it kind of is a magic trick. I will receive the shade, and I appreciate it, but to be fair, pregnancy is kind of a magic trick, because you put the thing in the thing, and then abracadabra, boof, baby. Crappy technology makes me go slightly loopy. I recorded a thing earlier today in which I wore a top hat as well. It involved me turning into a donut. I then ate said donut, so I can't re-record it. That's debatable, but I'll take the compliment and run with it.
Welcome to the last lash, the final round. Stakes are tripled. There's just one prompt, and you're all getting it.
We're all getting it. Tee-hee. Okay, what do we got? I was about to go into the Iggy's Alias section of problem. I stopped myself at the last second.
You know you're in a very weird fast food restaurant when the cashier asks, "Do you want blank with that?"
Yes. Very yes, Exelda. Once again, I'm relying on repetition to be funny, because I'm just that good at life. Is this an enjoyable stream format, by the way? Because I would like to do this more often if I can get my computer to cooperate.
Everybody's in.
So if it's more popular, then I'll continue to do the thing.
Vote with your votes now.
That's a weird way of putting it. Vote with your votes. Yes. Repetition is funny. Repetition is funny. I'm standing by this. And I concede that by saying these things, I am revealing which ones my answers are, but nevertheless. Have we had another instance of a three-way tie? A perfect three-way split? Because, what are the odds? Well, I'm sure you can calculate the odds, so never mind, but still. Good, good, glad to hear it. It's just somewhat saddening that the game is running so slowly, and as I keep reiterating, these aren't frame drops, the game really is. Like, the audio is running at the right speed, but the game itself is running slowly, so... If I could somehow get this to work faster in the future, then I would love to resume doing this sort of thing. This is just sort of a filler stream, as it were, while I try to work out how to deal with this exact same problem with Sonic 4. This is going to be fun to watch back, I'm sure, and totally not completely grating to watch with the slow speed.
See the final scoreboard.
So how are we all feeling? Should we do another round of this, and then like a round of fibbage or something? Since we're here and aiming for variety and entertainment and stuff. So... Oh! I'm assuming that's Elliot. In which case, hello. If it's one of Elliot's friends, then also hello. I now recognize that if, on the off chance if I got that name wrong, then it's going to sound really awkward. But I'm feeling the Elliot. So, okay, so we'll do one more round of fibbage, of Quiplash then? To incorporate some Eurotrip goodness by any chance? With that being the case, I'll do what I did the previous time and just hide the screen just so I can get into the game. And we shall resume play. So just allow me a moment. And once again, OBS, would you mind getting out of the way so I can see the room code, please? Okay. And we're back. Well, now the pressure's simply on to represent the entire blog goodly, or something. I can words good, I promise. And now we wait for the others to join. It's so strange. My netbook has, like, it's updated the Google logo, but it still hasn't updated its proxy or whatever it is, so it still thinks it's in Gibraltar. Good grief. I noticed. Oh, I get it, because Star Jar and you're American. I get it. Clever girl. If that sounded patronising, I apologise. Anyone else feel like joining? You just have to go to jackbox.tv, put in the room code TISF, and then you join the game, and it's all flavours of fun. I'm perfectly willing to wait around if someone else wants to join in or whatever. I'm content to listen to this music for a while. Even if it doesn't make for particularly entertaining streaming, considering... especially after all the technical difficulties we've had up to this point. That is very true. That is very true. The word spangle. It's TISF. You can see it in the middle of the screen there. "12 invisible sex fairies." That's what it stands for. I'm so clever. Any chance of anyone else joining in, or shall I start the game? See, the other reason why I make sure I get in the room first is I think it's only the first person who's in who actually gets to control when the game starts and stuff, and so it just makes the stream a bit easier to handle. And if we're good to get started, if no one else is about to join at the last possible second, then I shall click the button. So this should be fun. We have slightly more player people. I'm commentating so well. I'm so used to not talking whilst playing Quiplash because it's normally someone else who's streaming it, and they're streaming it on a PS4, which is streaming itself perfectly fine and not having these slowdown issues.
Hey there, Schmitty's the name, Quiplash is the game. Alright, good group. Now remember, if Gandhi were alive, this is exactly what he would be doing right now.
And just to reiterate, the objective of the game is to be as funny as possible. It's as simple as that.
Score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it.
I would say pardon me, but it's Laura's job to pardon me, and I always tell her not to, so... And I continue to say no words because I'm such a brilliant host. It is somewhat motivationally draining to see the game run so slowly. It drains my will to commentate. But I'm trying, goddammit, because it's certainly worth it because it's a fun game and stuff.
Okay, it's time for some quiplashing.
Okay.
The first prompt is...
Awkward delay.
George W. Bush and Dick Cheney's rap duo name.
Well then. Both
Okay,
very good.
Vote for your favorite.
Both very good responses. Oh, Elliot, what's the pressure? I had to. I simply had to. And we're totally just picking that option because it's their names and not because we're childish at heart. Or maybe that's just me because I have a perpetually dirty mind.
Coming up next. A double rainbow doesn't have gold at the end of it. Instead, it has blank.
Well, it's entertaining enough. Wow. Wow.
Time
Both
up.
answers essentially the same thing. But yeah, I mean, if it's funny, might as well use it. I'm trying to say something profound and nothing's coming to mind, but the general gist of what I'm saying is I approve. I'm surprised we both had the same idea. Behold the power of the tap dance. I'm reminded of Hungary 2005. Even though that wasn't really tap dancing, that was aggressive dancing, but I liked it. It's one of my favourite songs of 2005.
Next one. The lesser known other way to find the Wizard of Oz, follow the blank road.
Yay, specificity. Well, I think I know who put that second one. But I, for one, am in favour of the Love Wins road. Follow the rainbow road and try not to fall off. Eggs and bacon. I was mistaken. Just fiery. That sounds like something that Exelda would put, or the Star Jar. I can't condition myself to call you the Star Jar now, but you know who I mean. I don't remember what my second prompt was at this point. I don't remember if I can enunciate my words. Oh, that was it.
Something you shouldn't buy off of Craigslist.
Two completely opposite ends of the spectrum here. Really specific, or something of a no-brainer. Both beautiful answers. Very beautiful indeed. But which side is the left? Bwang. Yay! Cocaine! Shouldn't say it too loudly in case someone overhears. You know, I bought a 2-litre bottle of cherry Pepsi while I was out earlier today. And when I got home, it had a load of, like, white dust along the bottom of it. But I think that was from... Like, I bought some of those pineapple-flavoured candy stick things that when kids eat them, they pretend they're cigarettes, but... I'm assuming that some of the powder from that must have gotten on the bottom of the bottle. And you will hear plenty from that bottle in at least... Like, in Friday's video of Another Code R, and in a couple of weeks' time in Master Quest. Cocaine! Okay, I am definitely throwing shade this round. Now I just have to hope that Backwhip is up against Excelda, because she will not get the reference, and so she probably won't give it any points. But yes, throwing maximum shade just because I can, because I was feeling deliciously bitchy. I'm suddenly reminded of that gif of, I think it's from Adventure Time, where it's like a deer or a horse or something, like standing up on its hind legs, taking off its hoofs, and having these little fingers underneath it doing some sort of malicious gesture with them or something. I can't describe it. I do like it when that happens, because the order that you reply in is like determines how high your character appears on that screen there. And so if player 1 answers first and then player 2, and it has this little diagonal line that looks good. Anyway, Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Is Ozzy Osbourne still famous? Because I'm not saying that to be cruel or anything. It's just I've not heard from him in quite a long time, implying that I knew him personally. I'm only half sure where I got that reference from in the first place. I think I may have stolen it from Family Guy. Tasty, tasty bat heads. God, I've been streaming for an hour already, and like 15 minutes of that was technological woes at the beginning.
The worst Halloween costume for a young child.
Those are both good.
It's voting time.
I giggle. Surely the correct answer is Donald Trump, though. Oh, split down the middle. If only we had someone in the audience to de-split these splits. Hint, hint, hint. My hints aren't getting through to anybody, but that's okay. I don't want to force people into playing a game they're not comfortable with.
Next up. The crime you would commit if you could get away with it.
Oh, I get it now.
Time to vote.
Well, to be fair, in order to do the thing on the left, you just have to be born Swedish. Oh! Throwing so many shade. See, I completely thought that the 12 points thing was Elliot, and the inappropriate racism was Excelda, even though it wouldn't be, because we're conscious of we shouldn't do the racism. I don't know, I'm trying to be politically correct but funny at the same time.
And next. The first thing a pig would say.
Like, I will precede this by saying, fight me.
Vote on your devices.
I mean, you could interpret that multiple ways anyway. Therefore, fight me. I do apologize, Excelda. That is something of a European thing, so I don't expect you to get the reference. That came out more condescending than intended, but the sentiment is there, but just not the condescension.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
Oh, was that really round 2? Oh, it's nearly over again.
This is round 3, the last lash. One final chance to catch up. Point values are tripled, and everyone gets the same prompt this time. The prompt is, what makes hot dogs taste so good?
You know, apart from all the technical woes and the fact that the game is running so slowly, apart from that, I dare say this is going rather well. Plus, we might have a bit more variety in how we vote in this final round this time. And now we wait for the Lozzie. There she is.
Let's see the responses. Get your votes now.
Three votes aren't enough to do all those responses justice. So, we have honest answer, bad dong, dick joke, and Undertale. Beautiful. If I could amount to anything, it would be that combination of four things. Yay! Not exactly helping my ambiguous nature here by making a dick joke. But whatever. Just don't stack too many, because that's a tad bit excessive. To the 6 people watching, I apologize for the game being so slow, I can't help it. Yay! Lozzie, I would say I expected better, but no. Bad dong, good dong, all of the dong. Ding ding dong.
That's
Nothing
it.
quite like
Take a look
mystery
at
meat to end the game
final
on.
scores.
Well, this has been fun. If I play another round of this, will anyone else be joining, or should I change games, or what? How is the general consensus feeling in the background of the vicinity of this place with the people? Because I'm leaving this choice entirely up to the viewers. If other people want to join, then say so. If you want a different game, also say so. I am here to please. Which makes me sound like a prostitute, I am aware. Oh, well. See you later then, Lozzie Sausage Poo Poo. Anyone else want to join, though, in her stead? Because I'm thinking, at the rate this stream's been going, we have time for... Like, I would play a different game in this pack, but given the rate that it's been running at, I think it would make more sense to do one more round of Quiplash and then call it a night, so... How's everyone else feeling? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll set it up for another game, and then if people join, then, you know, we'll do one more round of Quiplash, and then I'll call it a night after that. So, generating one more new room code, and then, just give me a moment to get the next room code, and then we can resume the play. As I said before, Quiplash is only as funny as the company you keep, and I keep funny people as friends, so... And switching back. If OBS will comply. So, if anyone else wants to join the game, now is the optimal time to do so. And we do need a minimum of 3 to actually be able to play it at all, so I'm just gonna sit here and hope. And of course, a reminder to anyone else who happens to be watching that doesn't know, all you have to do is open a different tab and then go to jackbox.tv. You don't even need any specific device in order to play. You can just go to the website and play the game. Although I have this horrible sinking feeling that it's just going to be the 3 of us for this round now that Laura's gone. If anyone else wants to join, now is the best time to do so! Ah! There is a Steam achievement for having a game with 8 players. Somehow I think I'm never going to achieve that. Or at least... I might eventually, if, by some stroke of luck, I somehow hit the big time, even though I'm fairly sure that, like, 90% of my 211 subscribers, which I had a recent influx of subscribers lately, but I feel like 90% of my subscribers subscribe to me just because of my Eurovision stuff, and so they're probably not going to be interested in playing this, but I can hope. I can sincerely hope that someone looks at this stream and thinks, hey, Quiplash, that's a game, and then they join, but... Well, I can hope. I've got 5 viewers, and even if one of them is me, that's still 2 people who aren't in the game, so... You're welcome to join if you don't want to, that's also okay, I guess. And I just realised that the number 4 in that font that I use looks like a chair, but upside down. Oh no, my welcoming nature has scared one of my viewers away, and now I feel sad. Well, I suppose we can't wait forever, so... If anyone joins now, then they'll be added into the audience, whose votes do still count towards the end result, if they want to participate. I love how the countdown is a fixed audio clip, but because the game's running so slowly, it's nowhere near synchronized. So yeah, the plan is this. One last round, and then I'll end the stream and just hang around in the stream chat and just chat with the viewers for a little while, like I tend to do anyway. And I could talk about my plans and stuff.
Hello there, I'm Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein. Yes, that Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein. Okay, did everyone turn in their permission slips? No? Whatever. Let's go.
I am very tempted to take this stream down, edit it, and then re-upload it so that it's a bit easier to watch, but then again...
This is round 1.
I don't know.
Score based on the percentage of
would it be worth it?
like your answer. Plus, there are winners bonuses at stake. Go.
I'd probably just cut this down to an edited highlights reel, to be fair. We'll see what I end up doing, I don't know. Just gonna hope that prompt comes up for Elliot to answer, because I don't think Exelda will get the reference. Once again. Esoteric Europeanness. Not Europeanus. But kind of that too.
What those bolts in Frankenstein's neck are for?
Plot twist. It wasn't Frankenstein. It was his monster. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Okay, pick your favorite.
I want to go with Undertale, but sex jokes is clearly the way to go. Beautifully representing the whole Euro trip blog here. Keeping it classy.
Coming up next, the real secret to a happy marriage is...
This should be good. Can't argue with that.
It's voting time.
I have nothing to say to commentate over this. See, I can't very well say both very good answers, because that sounds like I'm being really narcissistic about my own response, so... And they're both kind of the same idea, sort of. Ignorance is bliss and all that.
Next in line, the perfect song to hum on the toilet.
The toilet. Well, I can tell just by that it's Elliot making the decision here. Which is good, because otherwise the reference would have fallen on deaf ears. I was trying to think of a better pun, but that's the only one that came to mind. But Spear of Justice is a perfectly valid answer as well. Oh, then that would have been the perfect answer. That would have been beautiful. If only you were playing along with us. Or something equally dramatic, but still.
That's all for round
I am
one.
amused.
Here's the scoreboard.
Very
It's
true.
time for round
Very
two,
true.
where all point values are doubled. That's right, doubled.
Quite possibly my personal winner of 2015 as well. I do like the round 2 waiting music, i.e. this. I'm fairly sure that I found myself twerking to this in the past whilst watching someone else's stream. I mean, what? And to anyone else, you can still put in the room code and join the audience, but I've advertised that quite enough already and it didn't work then, it's probably not going to work now. I tried, goddammit.
Your personal catchphrase if you were on one of those Real Housewives shows.
Also, I apologise for how whiny my computer's being in the background if you can hear that, which you probably can.
Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
Blah. I mean, I approve, but blah. Calm the F down, monster baiting attention her. Ah, the references, they're so real. Cocaine! Because that was totally worth bringing up again. It was funny the first time and it's funny now.
Okay, next one. Like dinger, grand salami, and jack, come up with a new slang term for a home run in baseball. Time to vote.
To be fair, I couldn't come up with a good answer for this either, and so I ended up making a reference that literally only Super Alex 641 will actually understand. So... yeah. It's okay, Elliot. It was funny in the moment. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting here making reference to something that no one will get that may or may not involve a lion using some sort of bodily part as a baseball bat.
Mona Lisa 2, which was a
The less
painting on
context, the better.
Vote on
But
your
which
devices.
Dexter, though? The ginger one or the murdery one? Well, to be fair, I don't think we have the murdery one in this country. Either way. I swear I was temporarily high when I wrote that. It's like, it's the same girl, but, like, inside out and stuff. Whoa. I swear my brain leaks some sort of cannabis fluid, and that puts me in a state of perpetual highness.
Round 2 is no more. Let's see the damage.
But now I'm trying to imagine a Mona Lisa, but with Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, because that is a thing that I would enjoy viewing.
This is round 3, the last lash. Points are tripled, and everyone gets the same one single prompt this time.
What's it gonna be? I can't
Your
commentate
prompt
goodly.
is a better name for the human bladder.
Going down the Japanese route for my answer. I appreciate it's probably not easy to type in the chat when you're participating in this game, because you have to constantly be looking at whatever device you're playing on to answer the prompt and to pick which answer is the best and stuff.
We're ready to look.
Oh, it's okay, Exelda. It's like nearly midnight where I am,
Vote
so...
away.
I like them both equally. I don't know how to allocate my last point. I'll go with that one. Oh, come on, it's a sack of pee-pee! That's literally what it is. That is like, I could not be more literal in my description of the human bladder. The one time we've not had a multiple way tie in the last round where it's been 3 people. I like it because it rhymes. In my experience in Quiplash, if your answer is overly specific and or rhymes, then it's gonna get bonus points just by virtue of being funny in that way. And that, I believe, is game.
That's all. Now for the final scores.
And apparently I'm just unbeatable at Quiplash. This happens to me a lot, I apologise. Well, this has been fun. Much as I would like to continue playing late into the night, I feel like this can only sustain for so long before getting a little bit, I don't know, repetitive. And so I am actually going to call it a stream now, just in case my computer blows up anyway, because I feel like it's probably going to overheat at this point. So what I shall be doing is what I usually do, just hanging around in the stream chat and stuff. And also closing down all the other stuff on the computer that's gonna... because now I don't need to have the game open anymore, so... This has been fun, though. I've definitely enjoyed it. It's just a shame that the game can't keep up with my streaming habits. So pardon me while I close the game and continue to talk at you. If you're willing to hang around and talk back at me, then you're quite welcome to do so. And the game is gone, so suddenly frame rate just boops back up to being decent. So yeah, as usual, I'll be hanging around, so if anyone wants to say words at me, they're quite welcome to. Now, at this point, I will say, in fact, now that the game's closed, I can open this tab again, and you can see the chat. I'm not going to have quite as long of a Q&A session as I did last time. And that would be a good idea, yes indeed, Hexagons. Yeah, this won't be quite as long of a Q&A or whatever session as last week, because last week was making up for a shitty stream, and this was an also shitty stream, but it had viewer participation, so it wasn't quite as bad, I suppose. But I will say, on Sunday, because this was at the suggestion of Total T, who actually I'm sort of surprised isn't here. Yes, word say all of the things. It was at Total T's suggestion, one of my viewers, who normally comes to my streams and didn't this time for some reason. He suggested that on the first Sunday of every month, I should have like an informal sort of hangout stream where I'm not playing a game, I'm just sort of taking questions and stuff. And I suppose I could ask Elliot to plug that as a thing. I could make it a bit Eurovision centric, but it'd be the idea would be to just have an informal chat with any of my viewers, and if that's a thing that interests you, then that's a good question actually. What sort of time would? Oh god, are you setting up for a joke, or are you just saying 14 eggs rolling down a hill? I don't know where this is going, but surely somewhere good. Well, do let me know what time on Sunday would work for everyone else. For you are just very much saying words at me, and I appreciate that. Yeah, what time on Sunday would work for like an informal, chatty live stream that would be kind of like this, but possibly with Facecam or something? Because that's the thing that I intend to do first Sunday of every month as of February. And I could make it Eurovision focused, and then have that as an excuse for Elliot to plug it on the Twitter or something. But really, it would just be anything for general word saying at my face. Yeah, this was fun. I could talk a little bit about my various recording exploits, because yesterday I did a whole binge record for Master Quest, and I got one episode short of where I needed to be, and then today I recorded the other episode of that, and so tomorrow, because tomorrow is the only day that my first guest for that series is available to record, and so that will be a thing that I record tomorrow. And I also recorded Friday's part of Another Code R today, because I'm going to record Master Quest with my guest tomorrow. I'm probably not going to have time to record Another Code R tomorrow. So I'll have to... I'm trying to say all these serious things, I'm getting distracted by all your word saying, and it's beautiful. Scandalier. Flaunt skewer. What was I even saying? Yeah, so in order to get Another Code R up on time on Friday, I'm going to have to edit it sometime during the day tomorrow before I record Master Quest. And I can't record it during Friday because they're testing the fire alarms pretty much all day between 10 and 3, which is going to be fun. So I can't record then, but that's okay because I've already recorded the thing that I'm talking about. Howdy. Oh god, he said howdy, and Exelda's making Undertale references. Was this fun? I do worry that people may or may not be entertained by the stuff that I put out. I do wish to be entertaining. And also, funny thing, Little Miss Starjar, because I can never decide on what to call you apparently. SuperAlex641 and I have conversations like this all the time where we just say random words to each other, and sometimes it's not even words, it's just kind of noises. We make textual noises at each other, and it's glorious. And we've had so many mental images come of that, like an electric scooter that's powered by farts, and the noise it makes while it goes is poo. And there is no reason why that should be funny. But it just is because it's random words being said to my face at stupid o'clock in the morning over Skype, and so I find it funny. I'm surprised there are still people watching after I make that reference, because it's just so... Toilet humour isn't normally my thing, and yet, there you go. Yeah, yes, Zelda, that is truly enough exactly what it is. And I suppose I should I wasn't going to hang around for quite this long, but, I mean, I am at this point, so I might as well put in just a little bit of background music. So, I'm so tempted to put in, like, the Wii Shop channel music, because I have that on here, but no. Whoop. Here we go. My vlog music. Is it too loud? I say it's my vlog music. I've only actually used it in one vlog up to this point, but I mean, I will be using it in all subsequent vlogs for this year, and also these talk sessions apparently as well. In fact, it was these onomatopoeia conversations that spawned stuff like Eek Domp, which was a thing that happened when I did that Dream Champ Tournament versus with Alex. my dude. That is excellence. And apparently there's a mod edit thing you can get for Undertale that replaces the word determination with a certain 3-letter word that pertains to some sort of male exclusive bodily emission. And Elliot, yes indeed I did. What's happening to my nose? Yes, I did watch it all the way through, and again it was quiet, but it was like they are lovely people, and so good for them as well for agreeing to being interviewed like that. They have the right idea about how to be a Eurovision representative. So yes, if anyone else has an interest in Eurovision, check out the Eurotrip blog. They are good with their stuff. The videos are a little bit quiet, but I mean, apart from that, they're good. You will give me an egg. I shouldn't even reference that because I don't know where it's from. I got it third-handedly from Lucajin, who got it from Proton John, who got it from somewhere. I suppose I should end the stream once I get to the end of the song, because then that seems like a logical conclusion of things. I would say, Exelda, why don't you stream more? But you do, or at least you did anyway with Undertale. But now I think you've not been streaming as much now, but purely through this millennial neo-dadaist commentary, clearly you're starting some sort of revolution. Except you're not, because all of Tumblr is like that. But still, the point is, it's funny. Kafnaf indeed. But before this gets too out of hand, and before I completely lose my mind, if everyone doesn't mind, I'm gonna call it a stream at some point now. So, for anyone who survived the archived version of this footage, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. And to the people watching here, this has been fun. Thanks for joining me very much, Ali. And oh yeah, I remember now, because you did the no save pacifist, and then you saved. Well done. I mean, spoiler alert, but well done. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So I will stick around in the chat for typey conversations, but this is the end of the actual talking portion of the stream. So thanks for watching if you did. Thanks for taking part if you did. I want to do this again in the future. Hopefully I'll sort out the issues with the game running slowly. Can't promise anything in the near future, but it's something I'll work on at some point. So until next time, cheerio. Where have I got that from? Where is that from? Until next time, cheerio. I know that's from somewhere. Pardon me while I agonize quietly. And okay, just swapping back to this screen just to acknowledge, okay, bye-bye, Vim. And that is stream, and I will go and agonize over where I got until next time, cheerio from. Because that bothers me. But yes. Definitely ending the stream now. Goodbye. Have a beautiful life. I'm saying words. I'm rambling. Just end the stream, Tess.